Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at a 21 population Archer Rush with the Vietnamese. So it's the usual start. You just send them over to make 2 houses to start off with, and then send them over to sheep, and your next villagers will come out to sheep, giving you a total of 6 on sheep, and then the next 4 to come out will go to wood. So Vietnamese, it's one of those civilizations that people generally think are useless. I tend to have a lot of success with Vietnamese for some reason, but they're generally thought of as being a pretty rubbish civ. So why is this a good tactic? So we did 21 population Archer Rush. Why is it a good tactic for the Vietnamese? So Vietnamese, they get a couple of bonuses, one of which is that their archery range units, or specifically skirmishers and archers, get 20% plus HP, which is a bit like having bloodlines but on your archers, which is pretty good, to be fair. It means that your Archer Rush is really quite tanky. Now, because it's 21 population, it does make you wonder, how is that the case? Well, the good thing is that the Vietnamese also have a bonus regarding their economy, which is that the eco upgrades do not cost wood, which is great for when you're looking at horse collar and double bit axe, which is fantastic. So it saves a little bit of wood there, so it just means you can click up a little bit sooner with a reduced population. So the standard meta for an Archer Rush is generally 22 or 23, normally 23. And this one's going to be a little bit quicker. So there's actually quite a few civilizations you can do a 21 population rush with, which we've got Japanese, we've got Ethiopians, and you can probably do it with Britons as well. But the next village to come out is going to go and lure the boar, as you can see. Come on. And then the next village is going to come out, make 2 houses, and then go over to make a mill. We've got 2 more villages that are going to come out and go onto the boar as well, so we're going to get a total of 10 on boar pretty much straight away. And then following on that, we're going to add more villages over to the berries, so we're going to add another 3 over to the berries. So just 1 more to come out on the boar, I think. 2 more. So we're not having 10, we're having 9. I can't count. There we go. So then 3 more to come out on berries. And probably when the boar is probably around 150 food left, you want to look at luring the second boar, like so. So we're going to send a villager from there, go and lure the second boar, whilst these rest of these villagers come out onto the berries. So you may have noticed on this one I'm actually playing against the extreme AI, so I've turned it up a notch. Normally I do it on hardest, just so that everything goes smoothly into plan, but yeah, decided to turn it up a notch this time and just show you how well this strategy can work. Okay, so we've got the 4 on berries, and the next 2 that have come out are going to go on to boar as well, which will give us 11. See, I can count now on the boar, and then we're going to send 1 more over to wood, so we'll just leave us with 5 on wood. Then we're going to click loom, and then we're going to have to force drop some food once loom comes in. So that means dropping food off from your berries, and also from the boar and the sheep as well, to sort of drop the food off from the berries and garrison and ungarrison those and get them all back to work again. So you probably won't have quite enough food. Now ideally you want to be able to push the deer or ostriches in. You'll only need to push 2 in, but with this particular build we're not using that. We're just I'm doing it in a way that anybody can do, really, without having to mess about with doing what I've just, well, luring the deer, because luring the deer can be quite tricky. So once you've clicked up, you're going to take 3 from sheep, go over to gold, make a mining camp. You're going to take 2, send them over to your wood line, and then another 2 on to straggler trees. So you've just got 4 left on the sheep at the moment, just collecting from there. But we are going to take 1 of those villagers, and ideally you want to make a house and a barracks. I left it a little bit late, so I'm making the barracks, and then I will go on and start making a house. But you should have enough wood so that straight away, as soon as Feudal Age comes in, you can immediately put down 2 archery ranges. The good thing is as well, because you get free, well, wood free eco upgrades, you can also get double bit axe straight away as well. So that's why we've been able to not have quite so many on wood, because we're we're still able to get these upgrades in where we need to. So there is actually a 20 population build order that I found for this one on, I think it's on AOE builds, I think it's called, website, and I tried it a few times, it just didn't work. So this one works. The other one just didn't have enough wood, the way it's sort of written out. So probably could tweak it so that it's got 20 population, but that did include pushing deer as well. So I feel as though this one's a bit more doable for those at a lower level. So the next lot of villagers are coming out, going over to gold. We're going to send 5 more to gold, so we've got a total of 8 on gold. And as you can see, we're able to get walled up as well. So a lot of people have brought that up in the comments before, that I'm not doing the walling. Well, now I'm showing you that you can with this particular build order. So as you can see, we've got the ranges up and we're making archers straight away. We have got enough wood in the bank to be able to get a blacksmith down soon now, which we are doing now. However, you probably didn't necessarily need to do it as early as this, purely because we're not going to have the food to do anything with it. So it might have been worth just prioritising getting some farms down first, and then look at getting the blacksmith down. But from this point onwards, it's pretty much a case of once you've got your 8 on gold, just keep sending them over to the straggler trees, and then whenever you've got enough wood, you can start making some farms and really growing your economy and getting that food income in, so you can start getting all your upgrades that you want. Because we do still need horse collar, so it's a little bit short on food with this build order. So it can make life a little bit difficult should you come up against skirmishers, because you might not have the food income to be able to make your own skirmishers, especially if you've got an idle villager like this who should be back on berries and collecting berries. So let's just ignore that one for now. And as you can see, more idle villagers, so just be a little bit more wary of what you're doing. There we go, at least those 2 are going back to work. They're earning some money again now, although that one's just taking a bit of sick leave. I think it's just having a little bit of a siesta. So as you can see, yeah, the villagers are just going over to the wood and keep making farms. As you can see on the mini-map, the archers are in on the enemy base now and doing some attacking. And starting to do a little bit of raiding, but as you can see, we do have archers coming out of the archery ranges almost continuously. There was a slight pause in that one, but yeah, you should be able to just continuously make archers at this point. As you can see, we're getting walled off. I do kind of forget about that little section there, but we'll ignore that. That does get covered later, but just make sure that you do make the walls and fully wall off. Now that villager could have been doing that instead of just standing there chilling, relaxing, playing some b-ball or whatever the lyrics are to Fresh Prince. And as you can see, the archers are in again, just doing some raiding. We've got more and more archers coming in now, and we're just making more and more farms. So we do have double bit axe. I'm not sure if we have horse collar yet, but we do have don't have fletching. That will be in soon. As you can see, we've got enough food for it, so I could have by all means could have clicked it by now to get that in. Probably could have got it in a while ago, to be fair, but such is my mistake in doing so. But as I say, this is against the extreme AI, and as you can see, it's looking pretty comfortable. We've got quite a good mass of archers now. I was actually surprised that the AI didn't go for some skirmishers, but because it's the Cumans, they decided to go for a 2TC boom, which is fine. That's probably why it worked a little bit with this one. But I mean, you would assume that with 2TCs you should be able to protect your whole economy, really. but as you can see, more and more archers are in. Again, a slight delay in archer production, so I think this is because I'm prioritizing getting the farms down at this point, but you probably need to send a couple more over to wood soon enough, especially because you do want to get a second lumber camp. So you know, it may have been beneficial for me to send a couple of villagers over to the wood a bit sooner than this, but the berry villagers will go over to wood. As you can see, we're getting the second lumber camp down now, and yeah, the build is pretty much done at this point. But I'm going to keep showing you the rest of the game, because just so you can see how well it actually works in practice. And as I say, it's against the extreme AI, so it does work. It is a good tactic to use and a good strategy. Yeah, the Vietnamese don't really get much love. I generally really like them. As I say, I have a lot of success with these, and I think the Imperial skirmishers are just beastly, absolute beasts in the Imperial Age. So they have won me many a game, the Imperial skirmishers. Not really a strong cav civ, but you do get elephants, which are pretty cool. But yeah, certainly archers will be the civ, the tactic to use with Vietnamese. But yeah, still a little bit of a way to go. We're just getting all the resources in. We will be clicking up to the Castle Age very shortly, and as you can see, we are now fully walled as well. But there's no real worry in terms of pressure from the enemy. Probably could be attacking a bit more with those, to be honest. Don't see that, no, I don't think. Would be able to tell, but I've not gone down there and had another look. But as you can see, more archers coming out at this point. More and more archers, and at this point you can probably look at getting a third range down. So I did actually send some more villagers over to gold. There may have been the berry villagers, and it was just so I could get a third range down, so that once we hit the Castle Age we can go into full archer production, or crossbow production. But you will find as well with this, I mean, you may think it's a little bit late going up, but I think we've caused quite a bit of damage with the archers at this point. But we should be able to get all the upgrades that we need as soon as we get into the Castle Age with this one. So I've probably spent too long in the Feudal Age, perhaps. Probably could have got up a little bit sooner than this. But we've been causing lots of damage, which is the main thing. So that's going to have delayed the enemy in this particular scenario. So if you're able to cause damage, you are going to delay your enemy. So if you're able to keep piling on that pressure, then it doesn't really matter if you've not got up amazingly quickly. As you can see, we've just got more and more archers coming through, and here we have crossbowmen and thumb ring coming in, and we're making some more archers if we're not housed. There's a recurring theme in my videos where I get housed a lot. So don't think we've got the wood bowsaw upgrade coming in. We did get the mining upgrade, gold mining upgrade, but we could probably do with getting bowsaw as well. Got plenty of villagers coming out, and we will be looking at getting a university soon. But at this point we've got a nice mass of crossbowmen here, starting to get a little bit of a mass over this side, especially now we're on 3 rangers, and generally we're just causing lots of chaos to the extreme AI. We're pretty much one-shotting skirmishers at this point, which is awesome. We do have bodkin arrow, and the armor upgrade will be coming in soon as well. Yeah, as you can see, it's working pretty well. Do try this one. Let me know in the comments if you've if you want to, you know, if you've had a go at this. It does seem really strong. So in the meantime, I will keep having a little look at this 20 pop version. But I did play test it loads of times. It just didn't work. did not work at all. So if you are able to do the 20 pop version that's on AOE2 builds, then do let me know. Do let me know. Apologies, there is a Steam notification coming up. So Magic Magician, you are now on a video. Unfortunately, no, I don't have any room for a game. I am doing a build order. Anyway, so as you can see, doing alright. Decent mass there, decent mass there. The enemy is not really being able to do much with his economy. And we're getting more and more crossbowmen flooding in. We do have ballistics coming in at this point, and the economy is growing. So it is very much an all or bust way that I've implemented this. You probably could have sort of stuck with this number of crossbowmen and started to try and get a bit of a boom going, rather than just investing into the crossbows. Although I've got plenty of wood in there now, so I can do both. As you can see, we've still got crossbowmen coming out, and plenty of resources to make some more. So yeah, we could have got another TC down at this point, started flooding the map with villagers, getting a good boom going behind this. But yeah, there's nothing the Extreme AI can do at this point. We are in the he's still in the Feudal Age with 25 villagers. I've got 52, and I've got 34 military. One of which is still my starting scout, which is nice. But yeah, 33 crossbowmen. Probably could have had a few more at this point as well, but for those who are better players than me. But yeah, ballistics is in, and it's just melting those villagers. He's down to 18, and he's called the GG. So that's it, guys. If you enjoy Age of Empires 2 content, you're looking to improve the game or learn build orders, then subscribe now. Cheers, guys. I'll see you on the next one.